Tonight, we report on a former Grant County employee accused of paying herself without doing the work. And law enforcement takes deserving children shopping for Christmas. What's happening in sports, Bob?
Moses Lake basketball picks up win over Davis and Eisenhower, and a Prosser native gets his first start for the Dallas Cowboys. Let's take a quick glance at our Weather Center forecast.
Hi everyone, Chaslin here at the Weather Center. Snow chances stick around. Winter warnings and advisories. I'll have more details for you very soon.
I'm Bethany Jenks, and we have all of this and much more on iFIBER 1 News.
From the iFIBER 1 HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is iFIBER 1 News. Your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
A former Grant County Mosquito District clerk is facing charges for misappropriating more than $129,000 from the agency. Prosecutors charged Karen Byam, a 40-year-old Electric City woman, in Grant County Superior Court with theft in the first degree and misappropriation or falsification of accounts by a public officer. Byam worked for Grant County Mosquito Control District 2 between 2010 and 2014. The district is responsible for managing the mosquito population in the northern section of Grant County, including Cooley Dam and Electric City. Grand Coulee police were alerted to issues with Byam following an investigation by the Washington State Auditor's Office. Santa paid a visit to Moses Lake on Saturday for the Salvation Army's Breakfast with Santa. About 200 people attended the event. Reporter Devin Higgins has the details.
The winter weather kept a lot of people indoors this weekend, but flapjacks were on the griddle, sausage was in the oven, and Santa Claus took a break from the North Pole at the Salvation Army's Santa Breakfast on Saturday at Our Lady of Fatima Church in Moses Lake. Salvation Army volunteers and other Good Samaritans did all the prep work for the estimated 200 people who attended, and event coordinator Ken Palak said it's one of just many things the Salvation Army does through the season to help spread some holiday cheer.
Basically, this is our thank you to the community. All you have to do is bring your appetite, as many friends as you can round up. Breakfast is free. Other things that we do, we've got a toy distribution going on till Christmas Eve, and we've got not only toys but other household articles and clothing, so you're not going to go out empty-handed. In fact, basically the average person's coming out with a apple box full of toys and other things, so a lot of it's word of mouth. Folks are happy to give, and there's other people who are just as happy to receive. What we try and do is be the middleman to make sure everything's done properly. We go to counting. We know exactly what comes in, and we know exactly what goes out and where it is. So we watch everything fairly closely, and we know exactly where it went, and we try and do a good job in the community.
In Moses Lake, Devin Higgins for iFIBER 1 News.
Mail was stolen from several mailboxes in a rural area north of Moses Lake. Grant County Sheriff's deputies received several calls about stolen mail in the McConaughey Flats area on Thursday. It appears the mail was outgoing mail, and the suspects likely noticed the raised red flags on the mailboxes. According to the Sheriff's Office, several pieces of mail found were returned to the sender's addresses, and there may be more victims. The Sheriff's Office recommends people take outgoing mail to the post office to prevent the mail from being stolen. Police remind residents to report suspicious activity. The 4th annual Sam Scramble is set to hit the streets of Ephrata on January 1st to raise funds to fight cancer. The event starts at 10:30 a.m. at the Ephrata Recreation Center. Part foot race, part scavenger hunt, the Sam Scramble is inspired by Samantha Webb, an Ephrata girl who died of cancer at age 9. According to organizers, each of the past 3 years, the event has drawn nearly 200 participants and raised more than $27,000 for charities. Proceeds from the 2016 event are going to Cancer Can't, a nonprofit organization committed to improving the lives of oncology patients in Eastern Washington. And now we take a look at people being sought by law enforcement.
This is Sheriff Tom Jones with the Grant County Sheriff's Office. Each of the people you see here have a warrant for their arrest. If you see any of these people, we ask you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but call us at 509-762-1160 or send us an email at primetips@co.grant.wa.us. If the person is presenting a danger, call 911. With your help, we can bring these people to justice and make our community safer.
We'll be back right after this.
When the cold rolls in, it's time to turn on the heater and cozy up with a book. But turning up the heat can mean higher electric bills. And for some families in tough times, that could mean choosing between a warm meal or a warm house. For decades, people like you have extended a hand to help local families in need pay those winter electric bills. Share the warmth this winter to help keep your neighbor warm by giving a little when you pay your Grant PUD bill.
Hi everyone, I'm Chaselyn Rodriguez bringing you your local weather. This weather segment is brought to you by Barry Motors, one great place to buy and service a car. Snow chances stick around for our area. There is hazardous weather for tonight. There is alerts and weather advisories for much of the region until 10 p.m. tonight. Slight snow chances until midweek for our area, but conditions will be improving, especially for Christmas Day. We're expecting dry conditions for our area with mostly cloudy skies. Let's take a closer look at the almanac within the past 24 hours. We woke up with temperatures in the upper 20s above the normal for this time of year, and maximum temperatures slightly above the normal in the mid 30s. For Moses Lake, those temperatures in the teens early morning around 16 degrees, and those maximum temperatures around 10 degrees above the normal in the lower 40s. Right now outside your door, those temperatures in the lower 30s. That threat of snow remains in control, especially for the Cascades, and those winds pushing through from the northwest up to 7 miles per hour. Taking a closer look at the watches and warnings, there is a winter storm warning for the Yakima Valley as well as towards the inland northwest. For our areas, more event advisory until 10 p.m. tonight, and that threat of snow continues mainly along the Cascades, and for our area, especially towards northern parts, they're expecting lots of snow, and towards the coastal area, that threat of showers and thunderstorms with gusty winds. Now, there is another round of heavy rainfall and thunderstorms, especially for the late afternoon commute around 6:30 p.m. They're expecting that threat of heavy rainfall and thunderstorms along Long Beach and towards the coastal area. Snow along the Cascades, and all that moisture will continue shifting towards the east, bringing that threat of unsettled weather with that slight chance of snow for our area. Wintry mix for our area, snow through the overnight hours. Accumulation of snow mainly for our north up to over 6 inches of snow, and then for the Yakima Valley around 3 inches of snow. For our area, up to 4 inches of snow from tomorrow into Thursday morning. We're expecting up to 4 inches of snow. Now, taking a closer look at the extended forecast for the week. Mostly cloudy skies are expected within the next few days. There is that slight chance of snow for Tuesday, around 20% threat of precipitation, but it will increase through the overnight hours, around 50% chance for snow. Maximum temperatures for Wednesday in the lower 30s, and then for Christmas Eve in the mid 20s with mostly cloudy skies. For Friday, Christmas Day in the lower 20s, 16 overnight, 14 degrees for Saturday overnight, and then in the upper 20s for the weekend with that slight chance of snow again Saturday night into Sunday. We'll be right back with sports.
To save some energy, I've used Einstein's mass energy equivalents to design the haptic suits you see in front of you. They will maintain our core body temperature while we completely turn off our heat and air conditioning. With the money we save on our Grant PUD bill, I'll be expecting that trip to Disneyland this year.
You don't need to be a super genius to save energy and money. Visit grantpud.org to learn how.
The new flamethrower cheeseburger now with a $5 lunch. I'm going flamethrower today.
Remember what happened last time?
I'm going flamethrower today.
Gary, do you remember what happened last time?
I'm going flamethrower today.
Remember what happened last time?
Comes with a Sunday now. I can handle it.
You know your body, Gary.
Go Flamethrower. Now the DQ $5 lunch comes with the new jalapeno bacon flamethrower cheeseburger, plus fries, drink, and a sundae. This is fan food, not fast food.
Moses Lake girls moved to 9-0 with home wins over Davis and Eisenhower over the weekend. Jessie Louetta, Jessica Olsen, and Abby Rathbun hit for double figures, and the Chiefs ran past Davis 55-32 Friday in Moses Lake. The Chiefs were in control of the contest from the get-go, up 17-1 at the end of the first 8 minutes of action. Moses Lake got a bit of a scare when guard Jamie Louetta was knocked to the floor and hit her head and was unable to return, and is now undergoing concussion protocol. Jessie led the Chiefs' effort with 14 points. Olsen turned in a gutty performance with 13 points off the bench. Rathbun finished with 11. The Chiefs blew out Eisenhower 55-15 at home Saturday. Jessie Louetta led the Moses Lake attack with 16 points. Taylor Stevens drained 10 in a replacement role for Jamie Louetta, who is out with a concussion. Moses Lake moves to 3-0 in Big 9 league play with the back-to-back wins and into a tie for first with Sunnyside. The Chiefs are off for Christmas break, but resume play at home December the 29th. Well, the Moses Lake boys were put to the test against Davis. The Big 9 contest came down to the final seconds before it was decided. It was a wild, physical, back-and-forth contest between the Chiefs and Pirates in Moses Lake Friday night. Davis jumped out to a 20-15 first-quarter lead. The Big 9 boys battled to a 6-point halftime spread that had the visitors from Yakima up 36-30. Moses Lake opened second half play with a 4-0 run. The Chiefs' big man, Cesar Sandoval, was whistled for his third and fourth foul of the game and was sent to the pine as Davis edged out front 44-43. Moses Lake was able to hang tough 54-52 with Sandoval on the bench midway through the fourth quarter, and 3 other Chiefs tagged with 4 fouls. Sandoval fouled out with 2 minutes left, and Moses Lake holding a slim 62-61 lead. Isaiah Thomas hit 1 of 2 free throws to make it 65-61 with under a minute to go. Isaiah Walker's tray with 13 seconds left got the Pirates within a point. Ricardo Gonzalez sank 1 of 2 free throws from the charity stripe to put the Chiefs up by a bucket. Nick Navarro's floater at the buzzer was off the mark, and the Chiefs held on for the win. Sandoval knocked down a game-high 30 points. The Chiefs made 30 of 39 shots from the free throw line. The Chiefs rolled past Eisenhower 66-42 on Saturday. Sandoval led the Moses Lake attack with 28 points. Zach Phillips added 14. The win moves Moses Lake to 3-0 in the Big 9 standings and 7-2 overall. Prosser native and Dallas Cowboy quarterback Kellen Moore saw his first NFL game action Saturday against the Jets. Moore replaced Matt Castle in the contest, throwing 15 of 25 for 158 yards with 1 touchdown and 3 interceptions. The Gunslinger's lone touchdown pass was to star wide receiver Des Bryant. Cowboy head coach Jason Garrett has confirmed that Moore will start his first NFL game this week at Buffalo. Moore set state career records while at Prosser in completions and touchdown passes. Moore attended college at Boise State, where he finished 50-3 as a starting quarterback. Big Bend fared well against tough competition this weekend, placing second in the Whatcom crossover. The Running Vikes opened up the tournament with a 95-59 victory over Highline. Keyshawn Liggins was the leading scorer for Big Bend with 26 points, while Riker Pierce added 24. The win set up a semifinal match against Clackamas. The Vikes took advantage of a 29 points turnovers to run away with an 89-63 victory. Liggins was again the player of the game for Big Bend. Liggins recorded a triple-double with 13 points, 12 rebounds, and 10 assists. The Vikings had their sights set on the crossover title, but Chemeketa said otherwise. A back-and-forth first-half lead led to a 1-point big-time halftime lead, a Big Bend halftime lead, that is. The Storm then poured it on in the second half, knocking off the Vikings 80-69. Mogul Adu was the leading scorer for Big Bend with 19 points and 13 rebounds. The Vikings will look to build off their second-place finish when they head to Mesa, Arizona to compete in the Fiesta Bowl shootout. We'll be back after this commercial break.
You don't have to drive to Seattle for exceptional cancer care. Confluence Health's cancer program delivers world-class care close to home. We have a highly experienced oncology team in a state-of-the-art facility, and we're a member of the Seattle Cancer Care Alliance, which gives our patients access to world-renowned therapies developed at Fred Hutchinson, the University of Washington Medicine, and Seattle Children's. Together with the SCCA, we're delivering world-class cancer care close to home.
Well, one thing I knew from being a patient myself was that a dental office is a scary place to come to. And so we wanted everything possible to make sure that our office is a comfortable place for our patients to visit. The patients that I have, my clients, have made me a part of this community, and we want to give back in every way possible.
Our spotlight story tonight is about the Grant County Sheriff's Office annual Shop with a Cop event in Moses Lake. Reporter Joe Utter was there and has the story.
Several deserving children and their families were treated to an early Christmas on Friday night for the Grant County Sheriff's Office annual Shop with a Cop at Walmart. The annual event, now in its 4th year for the Sheriff's Office, provides a few less fortunate children a chance to pick out Christmas presents for themselves and their families. The kids are chosen with the help of the schools and area churches. Before heading out with law enforcement from the Sheriff's Office and Moses Lake Police Department, the families were able to take photos with Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus and enjoy some pizza donated by Papa John's. After that, it's chaos as most of the children immediately head to the electronics or toy sections. Sergeant Derek Gregg, who has been instrumental in organizing the event each year, explains how Walmart, along with other businesses, step up to fund the event.
We've been doing it for the last 4 years, and with Galen's help, he's the store manager here at Moses Lake Walmart, and Galen's been instrumental in getting it put together. We kind of tag team it, and we applied for a grant through the Walmart Foundation, and once that money's come in, then we take that and we go find kids and families throughout the community to bless for the holiday season. We also had some local donors. We had Weinstein Beverage that donated $500. We also had Papa John's that donated the pizza. The Deputy Sheriff's Association donated $500. And so with all those things coming together, it just makes it even bigger and better every year.
After each child is done shopping, usually with a full cart, the presents head over to the gift wrapping station and back to the cart for the children to take home to open for Christmas. And when the kids and their families head home, a few families out shopping get an unexpected Christmas surprise. Deputies team up to find some families to help out for the holiday season.
Like we do random shoppers where we go through, we find families that we can bless that are going through the stores and walk up and say, hey, we'd like to buy your cart of groceries or gifts, and take them and even go buy more things after that.
Moses Lake Walmart manager Galen Mathis explains why Walmart steps up each year for Shop with a Cop in Grant County.
Well, it's a great event for Walmart, and we've partnered with both Grant County Sheriff's Office and Moses Lake Police Department to do more for the community, and it's a way to give back to the community. The company has a great corporate giving program, and so we're able to do this through the corporate giving program through Walmart. So it's great for the community, it's great for the store. The associates love to be involved. We have lots of associates volunteer to help set up and tear down and wrap presents and so on and so forth.
This is Joe Utter for iFIBER 1 News.
We will be right back after this.
We are real students, and this really is our college.
My dream will change the outcome of my life.
My college is allowing me to achieve my dream.
My dream is to be a pilot.
My dream is to be a nurse.
Only you can determine your dream. Big Bend will help you get there.
What's your dream?
Experience speed like never before when you connect to Grant PUD's high-speed network. Visit grantpud.org to learn more.
Welcome back. People packed Fairchild Cinemas in Moses Lake for the debut of the new Star Wars movie last week. And despite the cold weather, people were lined up early to get a good seat. Reporter Devin Higgins has the story.
Neither snow nor sleet nor freezing rain was going to keep fans from opening night of one of the most anticipated movies of the year. Star Wars The Force Awakens made its premiere Thursday night, and folks braved the cold to get a ticket, with some arriving as early as 7 in the morning to get a spot.
I dropped him off at 7, and then I came over here, made one pit stop, so I was probably here by 7:30. Because I've never slept out overnight for anything, and I'm old enough to have seen all the other ones in the theater, and I've been a diehard fan ever since, so I thought, what the hell? And we've got a bunch of grandkids and kids coming, and I thought if I just go hold our spot, I can guarantee we all can kind of be together right up front.
Moses Lake's Fairchild Cinema dedicated 3 theaters to showing Episode 7, ensuring both old and new Star Wars fans like 8-year-old Jordan Russell had a chance to get a seat.
So how excited are you to be able to go see it tonight?
Like, super excited.
How long have you been waiting to see it?
About like a year and a half.
You've been having to wait a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Have you don't know any spoilers or anything?
No.
No? Did you see the trailers?
No.
You didn't watch the trailers either?
Oh, I did, but they were really cool.
In Moses Lake, Devin Higgins for iFIBER 1 News.
People can plunge into Moses Lake on January 1st and support Grant County Animal Outreach. The annual Polar Bear Plunge is set for noon at Cascade Park in Moses Lake. The fundraiser usually attracts more than 100 people. Hot chocolate, coffee, and cookies are available for people to warm up after the plunge. People can enter a raffle for a gift basket by donating cash, pet food, or items. Proceeds from the event benefit Grant County Animal Outreach. According to organizers, about $4,000 were raised during last year's plunge. For more information, contact the Animal Outreach Center at 509-762-9616. In Northwest news, Star Wars fans turned out in droves in Seattle over the weekend for a massive lightsaber battle. Organizers say more than 1,200 lightsabers were handed out. The Space Needle towered overhead as hundreds of duels paid tribute to the latest film about the galaxy far, far away. Similar events are taking place in this galaxy in cities like San Francisco, Los Angeles, and San Diego. Star Wars The Force Awakens hit a global record of $528 million for an opening weekend. A sheriff's deputy in California had quite the surprise as he pulled up to the office. Two soon-to-be parents needing help to deliver their baby when the mom went into labor in their car. For CNN, Claire Doan has the story.
Parked right here like I normally do on a daily basis. Got out of my car and started walking to our office when the parents drove up. They parked right here.
The couple had driven into the back parking lot of the sheriff's substation shortly before 9 a.m. The wife in the passenger seat was going into labor.
I was just telling her don't push. Hopefully that she knew not to push, to wait for paramedics to arrive and let them work their magic.
But she could not wait.
She just started having her big contraction right when the firefighters were walking up. Started trying to pull down her pants, so pulled down her pants, looked down, and there's a big old head of hair. When she first pulled up, she didn't have a contraction.
Captain Mike Ambrosino and firefighter Josh Scott responded from the fire station next door.
He was calm. He didn't have a real panic look on his face, but yeah, he did good. He did very good.
Can you describe the look he did have on his face?
It was kind of like, come over here and help me.
Briggs maintained his composure and kept the couple calm.
Wasn't expecting it. Definitely wasn't expecting it. I had a shocked look on my face. Firefighter Ambrosino is right next to me after she already had it, and I'm just like, here you go.
They say it all happened within minutes.
The baby came out crying, you know, we were okay. Officer Briggs, he was okay.
Briggs told his fiancée about the experience.
So I texted her and told her that I just delivered a baby, and we've been talking about having a baby for a while, and now she's like, yeah, so are you ready to have a kid now? I'm like, yeah, but I'm wearing a smock and like a full thing, so I don't get dirty at all.
In Patterson, Claire Dwan, KCRA 3 News.
That's going to do it for us here at iFIBER 1 News. We want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.